Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you, I'm just going to move these so you can see it better. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful flower. Okay, now these flowers work in 4 rows. Okay, and throughout the video, I'm gonna show you how you can actually modify this pattern to get different flowers depending on what you like. So for example, if you like a little bit of a smaller flower like so, you can stop at row number 2. Okay, now again to this you can add on top maybe with a slip knot different color, and you're going to get different variation. Or you might want to do like some single crochets with chain 1, again in different color, and that's going to give you variations. But you know, you can do a smaller one like this one. I don't know if you can see it better because of the color. Okay, so that's one option there for definite. Now this is slightly bigger, and this is, if you like to get this one, you need to stop at row 3. Okay, now as a comparison, okay, so that's row 2, that's row 3. Okay, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, and again it's you know, it's got slightly different edge, and if you want you can do slip stitches all around with different color. Maybe use the pink one like in the middle, and that's going to give it a slightly different look, but that's an option as well. Okay, or you can use different colors like so. I'm not really sold on this one. I don't know, I thought it's gonna look good, but yeah, anyway, let me know what you think about this one, yellow and red. So it's the same pattern as the pink one, but I do prefer this. As I said, let me know in the comments below what you think of about this one. And again, you can change the border. It doesn't have to be like the row I'm going to show you. You can actually use single crochets or slip stitch all around. Just make sure that you add maybe chain 1, and that's going to give it a slightly different look. Okay, but for now we're going to be making this beautiful flower, and yeah, let's begin. To start our flower, what we'll need to do is to create a magic ring. To create a magic ring, you normally use these 3 fingers. Well, I normally do. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a tail, wrap the yarn around your fingers like so, and then twice on these 2 fingers, hold your tail and your working yarn like so. Insert your hook underneath those 2 loops, pull up a loop, okay, and then yarn over, pull through. Okay, and there you have it. Carefully just take your fingers out of that ring and you've got your magic ring. Okay, now if you pull on your tail, you will notice that one of the rings is pulling. Okay, now I'm going to make my ring a little bit smaller because it's easier to work there. So I'm going to pull on that other side of that ring to make the other one a little bit smaller, and then just tighten that up a little bit. So as you can see, my ring has become a lot smaller than it was. Okay, so to start off we need to create a single crochet, okay, into that magic ring, and then we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 6, and we're going to put another single crochet into that ring, and we're going to chain 6. We're going to repeat this 6 times, so make sure that towards the end of that ring you've got 6 loops like this, so 6 chains, or they're going to form the petals later on. Okay, I'm gonna meet you towards the end once you've got your 6 chains like that. So I've made 5 so far. Okay, I'm at the last single crochet, so you need 6 of those, and I'm gonna chain 6. And I'm gonna slip stitch to this first stitch. Now if you would like to use a stitch marker throughout this project, by all means do. You might feel that you don't need one, and that's okay. I'm gonna just pull my yarn and I'm gonna show you what your project should look like now. So it has started to look a little bit like a flower, and you might find that the magic ring, yours might be a little bit bigger or maybe a little bit tighter. I'm just going to tighten mine up because I do like it to be a little bit smaller, but I will leave a little bit of a circle in there because I like that. You do what you like to do because it's your flower. Okay, now we're going to start with row number 2. To start row number 2, what we'll do is we'll do a single crochet into that chain space. So go ahead and make a single crochet. Oops, oh gosh. Followed by half double. So yarn over, insert your hook into that chain space, yarn over, pull through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then you're going to make 5 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook in that loop, yarn over, pull through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your double crochet, and you're going to make 5 of those. So go ahead and make 4 more. I've made 5. Now if you feel you're running out of space like I have now here, okay, you can see that whole loop is already taken. Don't be scared to just move your yarn like so and give yourself a little bit of a space there, because we're gonna do half double crochet, the same, that just a mirror image of what we've started with. Okay, half a double and a single crochet. Okay, and that's our first sort of part done, and now we have to move to the next one, and we're going to do exactly the same. To get there, we're going to do a slip stitch. So go ahead and do a slip stitch into that chain space, and now you're at the second opening, and you're going to do exactly the same as we've done with this one. So you're going to do a single crochet, half double, 5 double crochets, half double and a single, and then you're going to connect that with a slip stitch to the next opening, and so on. So keep on doing that all around your flower, and I'm going to meet you right here, and we're going to finish this row together. I'm coming towards the end of my work. All I need to do is to do half double and a single crochet, and go ahead and slip stitch it to that first chain of your next petal like so. I'm gonna just pull my yarn because I want to show you this flower. Now You might want to make a smaller flower. I'm just going to pull my magic ring. If you want to make a smaller flower, you can actually stop here. Cut your yarn and weave in the ends, because this one looks quite pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does look very pretty as it is. I'm going to show you another one which is with two different colors that I showed you at the beginning, so you might want to choose, well, you might want to do it with two different colors. You might even put a little border on there, but if you want to stop here, you can. If you want a bigger flower, then we're going to continue with row number 3. So to do row number 3, what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet into that half double that we made earlier. Now if you want to place a stitch marker here, by all means you can. I can't see any stitch markers here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a leftover yarn piece that I've got. I'm just going to weave it in, and you can do the same if you don't have one of those stitch markers like that. That is fine. Next we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do half double into that next stitch. Chain 1 and put a double crochet into that next stitch and chain 1, and we're going to do 2 of those, well, 2 more into the next 2 stitches. So double crochet, chain 1, and last one, double crochet, chain 1, and in the last 2 stitches we're going to mirror what we did at the beginning. So we're going to do half double, chain 1, and a single crochet right there. And I'm just going to pull it so I can show you, and this is what your petal should look like now. So we need to connect this petal to the next one, and to do that you're going to do a single crochet into that stitch there. Well, not a single crochet, sorry, a slip stitch. So go ahead and do a slip stitch. Okay, and then you're going to do a single crochet, half double, 3 double crochets with chain 1, half double, chain 1, and a single crochet. So you're going to repeat what we've done with this petal all around on all the other petals, and I'm going to meet you once you come to the end of that row. We're going to finish that row together, we're going to see our work, and then start on row number 4. So go ahead and do this. Remember, single crochet, chain 1, half double, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 3 times, half double, chain 1, single crochet, slip stitch into that first stitch, and continue that all around. So I'm coming to the end. I'm at my last petal. I've done my half double. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to finish it with a single crochet into that last stitch. I'm just going to move my marker so it's not on the way. And we're going to slip stitch it where our stitch marker is. The beauty of using a leftover yarn as a stitch marker is that you can literally crochet over it, and once you've done it, you can just pull it. I'm gonna pull my yarn because I want to show you what we've got so far. You just try and move all this yarn so you can actually see it better because it's all hanging, but we've got another beautiful flower. Now again, if you want to stop here, by all means you can, because the flower looks beautiful like this as well. You might want to do maybe a little border, you might do it in different colors. I'm going to show you the one from earlier. Oh, it's the same color, but it's got pink middle. You decide, it's your flower at the end of the day. But if you want your flower to be a little bit bigger, let's continue and do row number 4. So for row number 4, we're going to be crocheting in these chain spaces that we've made. Okay, so can you see those? You should have them as well. Now we're going to be making some little spiky things on your flowers, if you like to call them that. I'm just quickly going to show you on this one. So we're going to be making those. Now we're going to have 4 on each flower, so please remember that, to make sure that you are doing 4 for each flower, because you don't want your flowers to look different. Well, you might want your flowers to look different, I don't know. To start row number 4, we're going to go ahead and make a single crochet into this chain space. Then we're going to do another single crochet into that next chain space, but this time we're going to chain 3, and we're going to do a slip stitch into that same chain space. Single crochet into that next chain space, chain 3, and then make a slip stitch into that same chain space. Okay, you're going to repeat this 2 more times. So I've done those 4. Now you've got 1 chain space left, just there, and you're going to do a single crochet. To connect this petal to the next one, you're going to do a single crochet in here between the 2 petals. And then you're going to make a single crochet into that next chain space, and you're going to continue with this pattern that we've been making. So in the next chain space, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and a slip stitch into that same space, and so on. So continue with that pattern all around your flower, and I'm going to meet you once you reach the end, and we're going to finish this project together. I'm coming to the end of row 4. I've just got 1 chain space left there, and I'm going to place a single crochet into that chain space. I'm going to put a single crochet just in between the petals, and I'm going to finish it with a slip stitch into that next stitch, like so. I'm going to pull my yarn and use my scissors to just cut it there, pull it, and I'm gonna weave in the ends. I'm gonna tighten that because I want my middle, as I said, to be a little bit tight like that. And you do need to shape your petals to make sure that they curve in the right direction, like so. And yes, go ahead and use your yarning needle to weave in the ends. What I'm going to do with mine is I want my ends to meet towards the middle, because I'm going to be using this flower for one of my projects, so I want to make sure that I've got enough yarn to tie it to the other project I'm making at the moment. And what I normally do is just weave it in this little loops on the back, and as I said, I'm gonna just try and make those two ends meet. I'm quickly gonna do this so I can show you our flower that we've just made. But as I said, you guys have 3 options for this flower, and you do whichever one you like and whichever one suits your project really. So I'm just gonna tie these two together like so, and there you go guys. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Now I'm gonna, let me just, I've got a little confession to make guys. I made a mistake with this flower and I actually told you not to do it and I did it. Oh dear. Okay, so there you go. That's my flower. It looks absolutely beautiful, and this is the same as the pink one from the beginning, and yeah, I think they look fab. So I'm going to show you the mistake I made. I've made 5 of these little spikes on one of my petals, and all the other ones have 4. So that one's got 5. But I bet nobody noticed that. So yeah, I'm owning it. It's my flower, and as Bob Ross said, there's no mistakes, just happy accidents, and that's what I've done here. It's a happy accident. Thank you all for joining me for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this flower. As I said, you can choose to do different sizes like I've done here, and give it a go. It's good fun, and what's the worst that can happen? Hey, I hope you all have a very happy new year. Thank you, and bye bye.